Sit down, I have something to say. It is time for a lecture. Minecraft is the greatest game in the world. Hey guys, welcome to OMGcraft. Today we're taking a look at the Lectern block. It was added a little while ago, but now it finally has functionality. But before we get too deep into this, I will say that this is a snapshot, so things might change in the future, but as of right now, here is how the Lectern block works. So here we are inside of Minecraft, and obviously we're going to be looking at the Lectern, but a lot of the Lectern has to deal with Redstone, so we're going to talk all about that. Before we do, let's just take a look at it. We've seen the Lectern before. Now, the Lectern has kind of this very different sort of hitbox. So you can see the hitbox of the Lectern right there. I kind of wonder, yeah, see, it doesn't really like add a whole bunch of functionality when it comes to extra things that you might be able to pull off in terms of like maybe walking around. You might be able to set down yeah, I think you could do this where you could set this down and then walk up it. But anyway, you could have done that before. Not very exciting, I know. And so basically when it comes to the outside of the block, there's not a ton to be seen. Stuff starts getting interesting when you start adding books. Now, you're not going to be adding like normal books or enchanted books or anything like that. It's just going to be book and quill. So if you take a normal book, try to slap it on there, enchanted book, try to slap it on there, it doesn't work. Book and quill though, you can put down and you see that it has that really cool open book effect that we only really ever see on the enchanting table. In order to grab it off of the Lectern, you have to go in and then there's a take book option. So you can take that away. Normally that is your done button. You know, you have done and sign down here. But when it's on the Lectern, you have done, which would get you out of it, and then take book, which will take the book away. And my inventory is probably just filling up with books. Obviously, this is a book and quill, so you can type in anything like this. Once we're done, go ahead and hit done and slap it on there, and then people can see that, and then they can take the book. I'll also go ahead and sign this, the book title. Things for people to do. Okay, no, just things to do by OMG Chat, sign and close. Okay, so now this is a signed book. It can't be edited again. Same thing, you can set it down. You can click done, you can take book, whatever. So let's go ahead and pick that back up because I want to show you that you can create multiple pages. So I'm just going to create some lines of pages. This is page 6 or whatever. Hit sign. Actually, we don't have to sign. I'm just gonna hit done and throw it on there. And you can see that down here we can scroll through the pages as well. So we're on page 6. Everything that I added is added to the book. So it's kind of cool that you can also have, you know, tons of pages. With a book and quill, you can just go like crazy amounts of pages. Okay, just like insane amounts. I think that we max out at like 100 or 75 or something like that. Let me just test. Yeah, 100 of 100. That's how many pages you're allowed. And I'm going to say hi. There you go. If I ever come back to this book and have to go 100 pages in, it'll just say hi on the last page. This is wonderful. So that's how the Lectern works. Now let's get into the redstone of the Lectern. I have a few books here. One with 15 pages, one with 5 pages, and one with 2 pages. The basic idea is that your Lectern will output a redstone signal when compared with a comparator, which will be relative to what page you are on. If you don't remember, this redstone signal out of the comparator can only ever go a maximum of 15. If I was to remove this, put down a chest, and grab a whole bunch of blocks like this, it'd be a completely full chest. And back here I have our redstone signal 15. Okay, that's the maximum that the comparator can go. Get out of my life. And that's a lot of blocks. So we're going to throw down the Lectern, and we have all of these books and quills. And so if I put down the one that has, well, I just put it down. Well, look at that. This one only has 2 pages. So if we're on page 1, the output of the comparator is just 1. It's basically saying there's something there. It's but it's the most minimal amount. So that is just a redstone signal of 1 coming out of the comparator. And if you forget, the comparator can like tell, you know, you should know that. Anyway, if we go to page 2, which would be the last page of this book, we get a redstone signal of 15, which you can see back there. This goes all the way back to 15. So we can use this. Obviously, I have a book with 15 pages in it. This one has 15 pages. So if we put this in and we have all 15 pages, that means that depending on what page I'm on will be the exact redstone that is displayed out there. So if I'm on page 9, we're going to hit done. Run back here. You can see that we are corresponding with 9 on our scale here. So you guys can basically tell that 15-page books are going to be perfect for you because you'll get a new redstone signal every time that you move up a page. But if you happen to have a page, and we can go in here and edit this, that is longer. So let's say you have, 17 or 18, whatever. Let's just put 18 in here. You'll notice, cancel, just hit done. You'll notice that the redstone will work in weird ways. So we went to page 2, but the redstone back there did not go up. Page 3, it did. Page 4, it did. Page 5, it did. 6, 7, it doesn't. 8, it does. So you can see that if you don't have a perfect multiple of 15, things become a little bit weird. So you do want to try to keep to that 15 common denominator sort of situation so that it's easier for you to understand what the redstone will do when it comes out of a comparator. Now, all of this is a long way of trying to explain what could you do with this sort of situation. Well, if we know the redstone signal of the page that you are on, and actually let me re-edit this book so it's back down to 15, well, then we can, knowing what page you are on, then we could do anything. It could be menus, it could be a trap. Maybe you're reading through a story and then you finally get to the last page and something happens. It could just start a command. I mean, there's so much you could do knowing that someone is on a specific page and implement it. I've seen, I think Mumbo did a store situation where you could select, let's say you're on diamonds, and then it would, you could say, okay, done, and then you click a button and it would deliver diamonds to you. So knowing what page you're on is pretty cool and pretty powerful in the base vanilla game. We don't need crazy redstone. Sorry, we don't need crazy commands. This is just basic redstone that you could do in any vanilla world, which is really, really neat. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to mention this one more time. This is a snapshot. Things might change in the future, so don't get too attached. Okay, our little Lectern baby may have to grow up and become an adult someday, and this is just those weird teenage years. Thanks so much for watching this episode of OMGcraft. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Also, give this video a like, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel for future videos, tips, tricks, tutorials, and spotlights here on OMGcraft. I'll see you next time. Bye!